Hey guys, this is No Solution. I'm Scott, and this is another short topic Saturday, I guess we would call it. First of all, I wanted to give a shout out to a new channel. His name is Bloodfire Doug, and just started, and he already has a really cool original concept. At least I've never seen it. He's doing a thing where he is only listening to albums from 1984 throughout the week. And then giving himself the weekend to listen to whatever he wants. But listening to albums from that year that some he knew and some he's not that familiar with. So he's taking that all in, and then when he's done, he's going to kind of rank them as to his preference. I thought it was a really cool idea, and I think he was a little disappointed that it didn't seem to be getting much attention. I can encourage him to keep doing it. If that sounds interesting to you, head over to his channel, check it out, give him a sub. I'm sure he would really appreciate it. So I'll leave the link for that down below. Next thing, I made the mistake of leaving a comment on a very popular VC channel, Robert Fithen. I really enjoy his videos, but he is obviously way more popular than most of the people that I watch. I mean, popular as in subscriber count, I guess, and views. But with that popularity comes people I wouldn't necessarily want watching my channel or interacting with me, just kind of dopes. He had gone to the record store on Record Store Day to see what was left over. And one of the things he showed was a reissue of Dr. Dre's The Chronic in a longbox. If you're not familiar with a longbox, if you're younger, when CDs first came out, they were packaged like this. So the CD was in here in the bottom. And the reason they did this was because record stores didn't want to redo all their racks, all their vinyl racks, to fit CDs. So they would make this cardboard thing to put the CD in so it stood up as tall as a record would. And then they could put two racks of CDs side by side in one vinyl rack. So obviously this is kind of a big waste of resources and paper, and eventually they were phased out. But somehow, so this is a newer one. This is Sabat. It's called Sabat, Necromantic Sabat. It's one of the 5,000 Sabat live albums. And I just kept it, I guess, just because I thought it was neat. It's like embossed and whatnot. But so maybe that makes me a hypocrite. But I responded to this video like, is nostalgia at such a rock bottom? We are now nostalgic for long boxes. What is happening? And I think I said it was stupid or something. And I got a ton of responses saying, well, actually, they're really rare and they're worth a lot of money. And I was like, well, I didn't say they weren't rare. I didn't say they weren't worth a lot of money. I said it was stupid. It's not the same thing. And then other people said, well, they are rare, and now, the record company's trying to get in on it and cash in. We are now nostalgic for literal garbage. This was a convenience for the record stores. You're supposed to take the CD out and throw that away. And now I guess people want it. I don't know. And so I was searching for my own hypocrisy in this. I save hype stickers. But the hype sticker, it takes up no extra room. You just unwrap the thing, and if you clip out the sticker and stick it inside or something. The difference, I guess, is if I had the chance to buy a hype sticker by itself to go with the record I had, I would not do that. It's something I already have. And I just keep it, and it doesn't cost me anything. It doesn't take up any extra room. But this, what the fuck are you going to do with this? And I do have this. So again, I am a hypocrite. But to collect these, like, what do you do with them? I mean, if you had like hundreds of them, maybe you could make a collage for your wall or something, which might be okay. It might be kind of cool. But I mean, that would be something to do back in the day when you had these already. But to chase them now, what the fuck? I've seen it. I think Decibel has been putting out long box versions of certain things as a limited item. I just don't get it, man. And if I'm out to lunch, let me know what the fuck is so great about these. Um, yeah. So the long box nostalgia. Let's go. What's next? Are people going to be trying to collect old pull tabs from beer cans? Like literal garbage. Okay, whatever. Now I'm going to show off a little bit some of the stuff I got on Black Friday. So Black Friday, I was looking at all the sales. Nuclear Blast usually had a really good sale. This year it kind of sucked. It was more half off at best on stuff, and their shipping is crazy. So I didn't end up buying anything. There wasn't much I was even in the market for. Relapse had their sale, which is $5 CDs, and then discounted vinyl. And I was in there, and I had some stuff in the cart. But my new mindset of think about what you're buying. I had a cart full, and then I was like, okay, I have this record in here. I already have the CD, so I probably would never play the record. Why am I buying it? Because it was cheap. That was why. So I got rid of that and got rid of that. And then eventually I got down to my cart had like 2 CDs in it. And then with the shipping, it wouldn't be any difference than buying it retail. So axed that. So yeah, but I did buy some stuff, of course. So I just wanted to show, I'm being a show off, as I talked about. These two I got from Humanity's Plague. They were having a sale. Not crazy, I think it was 25%, but I wanted these anyway, so they did include a cool little label sampler. I always enjoy these. Mostly they're digital now, so I like getting a real disc. So I got the first 2 Diaboli albums. These are reissues on Northern Heritage. I only have the third one, and then after the third one, the singer, I believe, killed himself. And then I've heard some after that didn't quite have the same feeling to me. So I wanted the first 2, so they had those. So I grabbed those. Happy to have those. I'll just throw in a couple of movies here. These are cheap as dirt. Dark Star, John Carpenter's first movie. I've never actually seen this, and I'm a big John Carpenter fan, so this was $5, full of special features and whatnot that I may or may not ever watch, but thought it was cool to get. And then this movie, I've actually been wanting to see for a while, and it was on some shitty YouTube rip that you could barely even see. Satan's Cheerleaders, satanic panic type film from the 70s. I'm sure these girls are gonna take off their uniforms at some point, and I'm here for it. So let me know if you've seen Satan's Cheerleaders. Did I just waste $6 on this? All right, then I got an order from Roxx Records. They had a pretty cool half-off sale, so some things I've been wanting. I did pre-open this. This is on top. I did not order this. La Victoria? I do not know. Looks to be an EP. I'm assuming she's a guitar goddess or something. We've got co-writing credits from Rudy Sarzo on one song, David Ellefson on another song. So yeah, I don't know, but I'll check it out. Always fun to get a little freebie. Ooh, okay. Well, it's the reissue of Coroner R.I.P. I never have had a physical copy of this. As you can see, the case is fucked, but I've got extra cases, so whatever. Things happen. These are the gold edition. That's a Brutal Planet. There's all these like interconnected labels with Roxx, but it's Roxx affiliated anyway. And they are expensive. They're usually like $22, which I'm not going to pay for a new CD. Sorry. But for half off, happy to have a physical copy of Corner. And I got a bunch of comps too, just because they were friggin' dirt cheap, and I just like checking out these little like sleeve comp deals. So No Life Till Metal, Volume 3. This is Scott Waters, YouTube legend Scott Waters. This is his label. So got some cool stuff to check out on there. So maybe if they have another sale, I'll be a bit more informed. And then I got Volume 2 as well. These were like $1 each or something. Preachers of the Underground, Volume 2. Not Today, Satan, I Wanna Rock. So some Jesus metal on there. Don't really know anything about that. Again, it was a super cheap comp. They got Christmas That Rocks, Volume 2. Bunch of Jesus metal bands doing Christmas songs. Again, a cheapo. And, you know, spending $1, $2 for a comp, I don't consider that a waste. I really enjoy these. The first Vindicator album, There Will Be Blood. This is a 2-disc reissue. I have an EP of theirs that I quite enjoy, and so I picked this up for half off. And then I got these 2 Ultimatum albums. This is Scott Waters' band that I did not have for half off. So this is a live. I believe this one's live. And then this one is Puppet of Destruction. So if you haven't heard Ultimatum, really cool, aggressive thrash metal. Scott's vocals kind of veer almost into death metal territory in places, but not really, but very rough and aggressive. And I really enjoy his band. And then Scott was on Heavy Metallurgy, and they were just talking about, I don't remember what the topic was, but he brought up this album that he had worked on. That's actually his son here. And he was just putting it over, and I checked it out. It was like, sounds pretty cool. Again, like aggressive thrash. And for half off, I snagged that too. So very excited to have that. And it is a 2023 release. So I guess I better listen to it soon to make my list for the year. Then what do we got? Oh, we're at 12 minutes. I'm going to stop it there. I can show off more later. And as far as my year-end list, I'm ending it now. Anything that comes out after in December, I'm just going to put to next year. Like Vargrav and White Death are both putting out an album on December 29th. So I'm just making a decision. My year-end list is going to be December 2022 to November 2023, and we'll go from there. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. And as always, CM Punk is a piss baby. Later.